Hello and welcome to Revsportz. As you can see, we are right outside the D.Y. Patil Stadium where the whole action unfolded yesterday, and India ensured that they have reached the last four. Now, I remember in one of the Savita Punia interviews, she had said that the main aim when you are playing the group stage is to first reach the knockout round. Once you reach the knockout round, the tournament starts from zero. What you have done, how many matches you have won in the group stage, it just does not matter. We would hope India also start that way, because in the knockout round, mostly they will start out with Australia. But something that you and I have been speaking about a number of times, we have discussed in the show, that this Indian team, especially with the combination, the kind of playing 11, the kind of batting order, has been extremely rigid. And rigidity takes you nowhere.
Yes.
And if anyone thought that we didn't know our game, we were analyzing just for the sake of it, then look at yesterday's game. You gave up rigidity and you got results. Jemimah Rodriguez walking out when Smriti Mandhana got out after a 200-run partnership was the rigidity that we were asking them to give up. Instead of Harleen there, because Jemimah came out to bat, you reached those
340 run mark.
Absolutely, and that became decisive.
Yes.
Because remember, New Zealand lost by 53 runs only, 30 runs here and there, and things could have been very, very different. Snehasis, so flexibility, best batter at that moment wins over any sort of made plans. The plan B, plan C we have been speaking about.
Yes, yes. So this is what that we have been speaking about, and absolutely, I think when you have to win a World Cup, then crunch situation will come up, different situation, different opposition will come up with different plans against you. But that is where you have to excel. And how can you excel? You can come up with a different plan to handle that situation and come up with the best possible solutions at that particular moment. And I think yesterday India did that, by sending Jemimah, at number 3, and she batted brilliantly. And both for the team and for her also personally, I think it was a much needed knock, and it came rightly just before the the knockout phases. And I think Trisha, I think you also agree with me that obviously in the batting that we are calling rigidity, obviously they didn't go with that in the last match. But when it comes to combination, even they were bound to make that change when they finally brought that 6 bowling option.
Correct.
Right? So ultimately, some bad results ultimately made you believe that you have to come out that rigidity to ultimately get that desired result. Otherwise, your campaign could have been done and dusted in the group stage only.
Very interesting what Snehasis says, because some losses pushed you to do that. You won't need an Australian team to lose. When you say things like, why are Australians so much ahead? I think it is not skill. I have repeatedly said that it is not the skill that's the problem. The problem is mindset. You go to your plan B only when your plan A has failed so much that you could be out of the World Cup in the group stage itself. Why couldn't you do it, against the top teams and maybe gone on to the semi-finals in a more easier way? And it is not even about semi-finals. Think of this. Had you defeated Australia in the group stage and you were coming and facing them in the semi-finals, you would have been completely, in a different set of completely confident state of mind. It's one thing to come out in the press conference and say, oh, you know what, we'll treat it as any match.
Yes.
And it's another thing to actually go and do that. The other thing is, do you also see a bit of reluctance in kind of sending Richa for those last 10-15 overs? It's mostly Richa for the last 5 overs, 6 overs. But why should that be? It's not like Richa only has power game. Because if that was the case, then this is the same coach and this is the same captain under whom Richa was coming at number 3.
Absolutely. And still, Trisha, I think we can understand if the pitch is slow or the balls are turning, then that could be a problem for Richa.
Yeah.
Because for a power hitter like her, it is very difficult to just come out and play on those tracks.
Correct.
And over the, I think last 1 year she has struggled on this kind of wickets.
Correct.
But the wicket that was here in November yesterday, I think it should be suited for
And
Richa.
you have 600 odd runs scored.
Yes.
Even Isabel Gaze, Brooke Halliday,
Even
who are not the
Sophie Devine.
star batters. I
Yes.
think Sophie Devine rather missed out
Yeah,
on
yeah,
a
absolutely.
good opportunity to score a lot of
She
runs.
mentioned in the press conference it was a very good batting trial. And that is why she is quite disappointed that they didn't even cross the 300 mark.
Correct. And I think that is where it's very tough to understand Harman coming out. See, the thing is, Harman is a power hitter, there's no doubt about that. But also you have to understand that Harman, for last few years,
Yes.
has taken that 10, 15 balls to settle down and then hit runs. Also, you don't need her at that point. You need Richa.
Richa is your designated finisher. So if you want to finish the innings
Exactly my question. But is that the case? Is Richa your designated finisher? Or is Richa lower down the order just because she's a power hitter? Are the roles that clear? Because if it's that clear that she's your finisher, then whichever wicket falls after the 40th over, Richa should be out. In fact, I would say 35th over.
Yeah.
Give Richa 15 overs and then see where the target goes.
See the 2 innings that Richa has played already. She has taken time because
Exactly.
wickets fallen early.
Exactly.
It is not like that she has come out to bat at 40th over and scored those 10 in 10 overs.
And nowhere is it possible to
It
come out
can happen
until
one in
unless
10
it was
innings.
that Arun Jaitley
Yes,
pitch where
yes.
it's completely, there's nothing in it for the bowlers.
Absolutely.
You almost feel like just ask the bowlers to go out of the ground, let the bowling machine do the job. It is that bad. But in DY Patil, there might not have been a lot of assistance for the bowlers, but there was a little something where you needed to adjust to the pitch of the wicket. And Richa could have cleared this.
Yes. Very
It
smart
would have
boundary.
given her a lot of confidence. What if there is a collapse in the Australia match? This is the same Richa who has to come and hold the innings.
And then go for the big shots.
New Zealand does not have bowlers. Give Richa a chance when New Zealand does not have bowlers. But going back again, we have now seen Plan B and Plan C put into action in batting somewhere. Plan B put into action.
Yeah.
Plan C yet to be touched. Fielding, do you still see that rigidity, or have you seen a bit of change?
I think fielding have been decent, I will say, in the last
No, not fielding as in ground fielding or catching. I'm saying field positioning.
Okay, field
The captaincy
Yes.
plans.
No,
A, B, C.
I think in that portion, I think still you need to a bit, work to do, because even yesterday also, Brooke Halliday played, I think, one of the best knock of her career, I will say, because generally Brooke Halliday is known for scoring 60, 70s, but she takes a lot of balls to score that.
Correct.
But yesterday she
It
batted.
was almost runnable.
Yeah, 81 of 84. I think it was superb knock from her, but I think somehow we also helped in that case. See, I think in the T20 World Cup last year when she played against us, I can remember we were having chatted that time also 1 year back that the only shots that Brooke Halliday prefers against spin especially is sweep, and we are not being able to put that fielder in the regions. Even after getting smashed for 1-2 boundaries in that same region. Even yesterday also, initially she took time, she played those kind of shots, but still the fielder was not there.
Yeah.
And ultimately when she got set and she played around the ground, also some aerial shots.
Absolutely. I think when Brooke Halliday gets set, she uses the offside.
Yes.
But when she's still settling down, she is more the leg side player,
Yeah.
especially the sweep. She gets down a lot on her knees. There was nothing new planned. Maybe because you have a 340 score, you were still going with that same rigid plan. That also needs to change, because against Australia, you have to make things happen. They have such a long batting lineup. All of them can fail. It's not that they cannot. We are the team that has got them 190 all out in one of the ODIs in Chandigarh. But it won't be easy. And you have to come up with new plans.
Especially considering Deepti had an off day.
Yes, Deepti yesterday had an off day. Snehasis has still not gotten to landing the ball. Sri Charani, I think, is also struggling a little.
I think Kranti and Renuka was good.
Kranti was better.
Better. Yeah.
Renuka, yes, Renuka is good, but my concern is Renuka didn't bowl her quota of overs against England. Renuka did not bowl her quota of overs against as well.
England, Australia.
England, she did not bowl. Australia, she did not play only. I'm a little distracted because the Bangladesh team's bus is coming for practice session, and this is one team that genuinely, I'm telling you, I absolutely loved in this World Cup. Well, talking about Renuka, yesterday also she did not bowl her full quota of overs. There should not be any fitness issue. So I think the issue is in using her, and that is a bit of a, again, weirdness where you feel that you cannot use Renuka in the death overs. There was a phase where Renuka used to go for a lot of runs in the death overs, and that's why you're still sticking to it. Some rigidity already gone, and you have got good results from it. Some yet to go.
Yes, absolutely. And now the knockout matches are coming. Hopefully, you can try in the next game against Bangladesh, because that is not a knockout game. That is your last group phase game.
Yeah.
But if then again you get some good results, then who knows? In that semi-final, we might see no rigidity from the team at all. Maybe.
Too much expectation from Snehasis. And you know why? Because the style of coaching, the style of captaincy has been very, very different. He expects no rigidity from them. I expect very soon we will see a new captain. But whatever it is, the important part is better late than never. India has given up on their rigid plans, on their rigid approach, on their stubbornness, and they have got good results. Can they continue the good result? And when I say can they continue the good result, I'm not talking about Bangladesh, because Bangladesh has been punching above their weight.
Absolutely.
India, if India gets into a sort of issue in the Bangladesh match, then they are punching lower than their weight, and this is skill wise. India need to be now focused, because the dream is alive again. We are all, you can see me smile, because I'm still thinking the final, we can still be there. Let's take one step at a time, and for Revsportz viewers, it's one video at a time. As of now, thank you for joining Snehasis and me. We are outside Navi Mumbai today. The all important news is India is not practicing. So in the evening, I am going to force Snehasis to come with me to the Marine Drive a little, because we have not visited anything since we have come here. And I think now the body and mind of the reporters is getting a little tired. So maybe time to just sit down at the Marine Drive and take that wind on the face and relax and get back, because tomorrow India will practice match day -1.
Yes.
Very little time between the two games. As of now, keep watching Revsportz, because do not forget our reporters are in Australia too, following the Indian men's team, Rocco, and giving you all the news. Keep following Revsportz, like, share and subscribe, and do keep watching.
Thank you.